It's official, The Abyss, True Lies, and Aliens are all coming to 4K in 2024. The Raid gets an official 4K Steelbook announcement from Sony. Criterion unveils their new February slate, including the Roaring 20s on 4K. Sony unveils the Columbia Classics Volume 4 set with 6 movies on 4K for the first time. The Exorcist Believer gets a 4K and Blu-ray release date. And Who Is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? Kino Lorber announces Kindergarten Cop on 4K for this January the 23rd. All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we're here for the Physical Media Report, episode 187. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And do we have some stuff to talk about today? Finally, we got some announcements last week that are worth talking about and gushing about on today's Physical Media Report. Not that we didn't have some really cool announcements the last couple of weeks. There was some cool stuff, but this week is really popping off. We've got some awesome stuff to talk about. We've got rumors, we've got news, we've got deals, tons of deals going on right now. I'm going to break it down in today's video. And we've got what is new this week, and it's a fantastic week for physical media releases, so I cannot wait to get into that. But before we talk about all of it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel, 4Ks, Blu-rays, only the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me. We talk about it every single day on this channel. If you like that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the like button, and then comment down below, guys, of everything that we discussed on today's episode. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in the comment section below. There's a lot of juice flowing worthy announcements to talk about today. Now, some of this stuff I did talk about. I did a whole video on the James Cameron 4Ks. I just kind of gushed about it and just told you all they were coming. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with those today. But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for all future videos. I've got tons of stuff coming. It's a crazy time for physical media. We're in the fall season. November, December is nuts. Looks like 2024 is just really ramping up. It's going to be awesome as well, so I can't wait. So let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. Let's start off with the rumors, and I've only got 2 rumors to talk about. I've been listening to, it seems like Bill Hunt from the Digital Bits, who's a big physical media guy, has been doing this stuff, big journalist in the world of physical media. He's been doing this stuff for 20, 30 years, probably longer than that, but he's over at the Digital Bits. It feels like he's been doing his rounds. Like, he's been on a lot of like different people's channels and podcasts, just talking about the Cameron 4Ks, but also a bunch of other stuff as well, just letting a lot of stuff loose. So I've been listening to a lot of his stuff and his interviews and things like that on other channels. But in one of those interviews, he talked about Warner Brothers and how he has seen their slate for 2024, all the stuff that they're going to be putting out on 4K. And 2 of the titles that he let slip, that he let loose out there, that they will be coming to 4K in 2024. Again, these are rumors. Nothing's official until it's actually announced by the studios, but these are 2 titles that I've been talking about wanting personally for like the last 3 or 4 years, because I love these movies. One in particular I've been watching since I was a kid, and I really want this movie on 4K. So the fact that he pretty much confirmed it, I thought was pretty big news, and I wanted to talk about it here today. But Twister was one of those titles. I believe that Twister was a New Line film, and again, New Line's under Warner Brothers now, but Twister will be coming to 4K, according to Bill Hunt, in 2024, and I am so excited for that one. That one's been rumored for a really long time. I think I talked about it on the Physical Media Report like 2 years ago, but the other one is the Paul Thomas Anderson film. We'll be talking about Paul Thomas Anderson a little bit later in the video. Boogie Nights. He talked about Boogie Nights coming to 4K as well, and I've been talking about wanting that on 4K for a long time. I love that movie, and I just think that's a very colorful, visually stunning film, and I think it would look absolutely spectacular in 4K. So I can't wait for those 2. Again, he pretty much confirmed that he's seen Warner Brothers 4K slate for 2024. He didn't let all the titles slip, but he talked about Twister, he talked about Boogie Nights, and I'm excited for both of those coming out in 2024. So let's get into the actual news, the stuff that was announced. We got the Columbia, and I did a short on this, I think Friday when it was announced. I did a little short on the channel. I'm going to try to start doing more of those just with announcements throughout the week, stuff that I'm not going to make a full video for. But yeah, the Columbia Classics 4K Collection Volume 4 will be coming out from Sony on February the 13th. And yeah, this is a really cool slate of movies. And a lot of people were kind of, you know, scared that they wouldn't do another box set because, you know, the model for the Sony Columbia Classics, I think the first one came out in the summer of 2020. The second one came out in the fall of 2021. The third one came out in the fall of last year, and that's kind of been the model. Every single year we get a new one. We didn't get one this year. So a lot of people are like, is Sony stopping them? Did Volume 3 not sell well and they just kind of abandoned it? But no, they're coming back with a vengeance with Volume 4. Now, I don't think that this means that we're going to get 2 volumes in 2024. Maybe. I mean, that Columbia is celebrating the 100th anniversary. Sony put out that announcement as well. Maybe it's possible. But I definitely wouldn't expect that. But yeah, Volume 4, guys, they're coming back with a vengeance, with a bang. These 6 movies, they're not like, I don't know, they're not the most popular films, but I just think that together, this makes a really great diverse collector set. So 6 movies on 4K for the first time. All have HDR, all have Dolby Vision, and all have Atmos, except for His Girl Friday. So yeah, all of these movies have Atmos. Sony's just putting a lot of work into these. There's a lot of good special features in here, but let's run through the list, guys. Again, I just talked about it, but His Girl Friday is coming to 4K for the first time. Now, this does have a Criterion release, so this is a title that Sony has taken back from the Criterion Collection, and there's going to be 2 brand new special features in this release as well, which I think is really cool. We also have Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, starring Sidney Poitier. I've never seen this movie, but I know it was the movie that inspired, I think, the movie Guess Who with Ashton Kutcher. I saw that, I remember, in the theaters in Bernie Mac, which was kind of the reverse Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but I haven't seen the original. I'm ashamed to say it, so I'm excited to watch this movie for the first time in 4K for sure. We also got Kramer versus Kramer, which is a big drama from, I think, 1979 is when that movie came out. Dustin Hoffman, Meryl Streep, a movie about divorce. I'm sure it's a hard-hitting drama. I haven't seen that movie as well, but that's coming out on 4K for the first time. There's going to be a new commentary in that one, and 5 never-before-seen deleted scenes. So definitely awesome. Again, they're doing it up with this set. New special features, Atmos, just the works with this Sony set. Starman, this one was a real surprise for me. John Carpenter's Starman with Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen is coming out on 4K in this set. And, you know, Shout Factory did a Blu-ray of that way back in the day. I don't know if Shout Factory will do a 4K now that Sony kind of taking it back. I don't know how those rights are split. But Starman's coming out on 4K in this box set. You're going to be getting new deleted scenes from the film, a new feature, and they're putting this on a separate disc, but you're going to be getting 22 episodes of the TV show Starman in this set as well. So an entire season of television you're going to be getting in this set on a separate disc. So really awesome that they just decided to just randomly put in this like awesome special feature, hours and hours of additional content, Starman, this series. I don't know if this is going to be standard definition, HD. I don't think it really detailed that, but really awesome that they're just including that in there because I don't even know if that has a disc release, you know, DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, but really awesome. Yeah, Starman was an interesting pick for me because for one, it's a John Carpenter film in the Sony Classics collection. Like, I feel like Sony, the Sony Columbia Pictures Classic collections have really only had just straightforward kind of drama films. You know, Doctor Strangelove is kind of a war comedy type thing, but they're all kind of rooted in reality, right? They haven't really had any genre titles in this collector set. And Starman is, I would say, first and foremost, Starman is a romance drama. But it's definitely sci-fi as well. So I think that it's really cool that they have a sci-fi science fiction film in this box set. And I think it opens up the doors for hopefully potentially maybe some more like prestige science fiction films, more prestige horror films maybe. But yeah, I think that's really cool. Starman is going to be in this set. I just thought that was really awesome. Sleepless in Seattle is also coming to 4K in this box set for the first time. Iconic Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan film from the 90s. You're going to be getting a new commentary in this and a new conversation featuring actress Meg Ryan. So really awesome. Like I said, Sony is going all out with this set. And then finally, Punch Drunk Love. And this is another title that Sony took back from the Criterion Collection. Criterion put out Punch Drunk Love a number of years ago. This is going to be a restoration approved by Paul Thomas Anderson himself. So Paul Thomas Anderson is kind of known for not really wanting to dive into the 4K format. So the fact that we're seeing him do this with this movie definitely bodes well for the rest of his filmography coming to 4K. Again, we talked about Boogie Nights at the opening of the show, and I just hope that now it kind of opens the door and makes him realize that 4K is really awesome and he needs to do more of his movies in 4K. I would love to see There Will Be Blood, The Master, you know, Magnolia, like so many movies from Paul Thomas Anderson we should be getting Licorice Pizza on 4K. That should have got a 4K release when it came out. But this is only the second 4K from Paul Thomas Anderson. The other one was The Phantom Thread. So really awesome. So yeah, I just think that this is a spectacular slate within this box set. I think this is going to sell probably pretty well. Not as well as Volume 1 and Volume 2, but definitely more than Volume 3. I just didn't think Volume 3 had the titles to really push that, you know, in the mainstream. But this one definitely does. A lot of good stuff in this box set. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comments section below. Let's get into the Criterion February announcements. We got 5 new titles. 3 of them are 4Ks. We have The Roaring Twenties coming out on 4K for the first time. This is a movie with Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney, I think from 1939. This is coming out on February the 27th. So a black and white film in 4K from the 30s. Sign me up. I will 100% get this and check it out for sure. I've never seen this movie, but definitely sounds pretty cool. We got McCabe and Miss Miller coming to 4K on February the 6th. Haven't heard of this movie, but I'm definitely open to check it out at some point. The Heroic Trio and The Executioners coming to 4K. These are 2 movies, I think, with Michelle Yeoh in them, some kung fu action films, perhaps. These are both coming out on February the 20th. We also have Eric Romers. We have Eric Romers. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to pronounce that. I probably still pronounced it wrong. Tales of the Four Seasons. That comes out on February the 13th. And we have Nothing But a Man. That comes out on Blu-ray on February the 20th. So really nice, you know, smaller slate from Criterion. I don't feel like there's super well-known titles here. But after January, like they had all bangers, like big titles coming out in January. Criterion could take a month off. And I'm sure these are really good movies. I just don't know them very well. So I'm excited for this slate. I will definitely get The Roaring Twenties on 4K. McCabe and Miss Miller sounds pretty interesting as well. But let's get into probably, to be honest, the most exciting announcement for me personally last week. And that is Kindergarten Cop is coming to 4K. We've already heard about Kindergarten Cop. Kino Lorber did the pre-announcement like a year ago, I think, at this point. But this is coming out from Kino Lorber, January the 23rd. We have an official release date. It's going to be a new restoration with Dolby Vision, HDR, and 2 brand new audio commentaries, and then some other supplemental archival special features as well. But yeah, Kindergarten Cop, this is one of my all-time favorite films. I would honestly say after Ghostbusters, it's my second favorite Ivan Reitman movie. I absolutely adore Kindergarten Cop. I just love this movie. I watched it again like a couple of years ago. This is one that I just revisit often, but I just love it. I think Schwarzenegger is great. I think it has a lot of heart and it's funny as hell, but it's also really kind of serious and action-packed as well in certain parts. It does get really dark when you get to the end of the film, but great villain. And I just love this movie, and I'm super excited to see what they do with the 4K. I'm sure Kino Lorber, I just trust Kino Lorber. Like, I just know that they're going to do a great job with this 4K, and I just absolutely can't wait to see it. Who is your daddy? What does he do? It's not a tumor in 4K. Sounds awesome. I can't wait. Let me know. I'd say, look, out of all the 4Ks of Arnold Schwarzenegger coming out, we're going to talk about another one pretty soon, and Conan's coming out as well, possibly Terminator. I think this is the one I'm the most excited about. I just love Kindergarten Cop, and I can't wait to see it on 4K. We also have the Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes getting a 4K Deluxe Walmart Edition Steelbook. I think the 4K and the Blu-ray is available to pre-order as well. on Amazon right now, but there's no like official images of those. So this movie just came out over the weekend. So Lionsgate just kind of let it out there that, you know, Walmart is doing this nice exclusive edition. And this is coming out an anticipated date of February the 13th, 2024. Again, that could change, but they have the edition up. It's available on the Walmart website. You can pre-order it now. It's a really nice looking edition. It's like a big like deluxe set with a steelbook inside. It kind of reminded me of that John Wick 4 deluxe set that they did, Walmart did earlier this year, but it is a 4K. It's not a Blu-ray. So really awesome stuff. And I really think that with Best Buy going away, I think that Walmart's probably going to pick up the slack on a lot of the Lionsgate Steelbooks. I just feel like they're going to get most of them, you know, moving forward into 2024. But yeah, I haven't seen this movie. I'll check it out at some point. The Raid got an official 4K Steelbook announcement from Sony. This is coming out on January the 16th. I talked about this last week on the Physical Media Report under rumors because I did see this in the Blu-ray.com forums, and then it was officially announced like a day later. So you're going to be getting Dolby Vision, HDR, and a brand new color grade by the director Gareth Evans for this remastering. So really awesome. I'm sure it's going to look great. I can't wait to get this Steelbook. I can't wait to watch this movie because I've been hearing about this film for like 10 years. I just, for some reason, haven't taken the time to watch it, but I'm definitely excited to watch The Raid on 4K. I'm just going to wait for the 4K to check it out for the first time, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. We have The Exorcist Believer, guys. This is coming out official release date from Universal, December the 19th. We're going to be getting a 4K, a Blu-ray, and two 4K Steelbooks. We got two 4K Steelbooks, one from Best Buy and one from Walmart, but I think the Walmart one is like $5 cheaper. I think the Best Buy is like 40 bucks. I think Walmart is $35. But yeah, are you excited for Exorcist Believer on 4K? I'll be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to watch this movie. I don't even know if I'm going to get it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm putting my foot down and my fist down, apparently, on The Exorcist Believer. We also have The Convent coming out on 4K from Synapse Films, November the 24th. This is a Black Friday announcement from Synapse. So yeah, I don't know anything about this movie, but I do know that Synapse, when they do a 4K, it's always quality. So I'm excited to get this one for sure at some point. But let's go ahead and get into the James Cameron announcements. I did an entire video on all of these, I think last Wednesday or Thursday. I just couldn't wait. Like when something that big is announced, I like to go ahead and get it out there and let you guys know about it because we've been waiting on these titles for so long. Like it's just been so long. And I know some people like way longer, like all the way back in like 2010, people have been waiting on the Blu-rays for these movies. But yeah, we have got The Abyss coming to 4K from Disney March the 12th. It's going to have HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos as well. You're getting two new features with this and plenty of archival features, including the documentary on the making of The Abyss called Under Pressure. So a lot of people were talking about this documentary, saying it's a very candid documentary. People talking about all the problems that went on the production of this movie. So I'm definitely excited to watch that. I think it's a full like feature-length documentary. So there's tons of other like archival stuff that they're including here. Like the work that they're putting into, you can just tell that these are not going to be half-assed. This is not going to be the T2 4K, guys, which has its own baggage, its own reasoning for why it didn't look so great, which really doesn't have a lot to do with James Cameron, to be honest. So don't be worried about these movies. Like maybe they're not going to be to some people's liking, but I think by and large, people are going to be satisfied with these 4Ks. Just from everything that I've been hearing, I think that these are going to be the real deal. And I think we should be excited for these James Cameron movies coming to 4K. But The Abyss on 4K, of all these James Cameron announcements, this is the one that I haven't seen. I haven't seen this movie, so I'm excited to watch this one for the first time on 4K on March the 12th. We also have True Lies coming to 4K from Disney, March the 12th. This is the year of Arnold Schwarzenegger on 4K, guys. Conan, True Lies, Kindergarten Cop. It's absolutely crazy, but I am so excited for this, guys. I really am. I haven't seen True Lies in probably 15 years. I haven't watched it probably since the DVD era, cable era. Maybe I saw it on HBO last. I can't quite remember, but it is a movie I watched quite often when I was a kid. I did enjoy the movie a lot. And again, I'm excited to revisit it. The main thing I remember about this movie is there's like a shot at the end. I just remember watching this very vividly as a kid where Arnold jumps into the water and the fire is like above him as he's like diving down below in the water. I just remember that. That's like whenever I think of True Lies, I think of Tom Arnold in the van, and then I think of Arnold Schwarzenegger diving in the water with the explosion behind him. But I haven't seen this movie in a very long time, so I'm definitely excited to revisit it on 4K. This comes out from Disney March the 12th. You're gonna have HDR, Dolby Vision, Atmos in this as well, and 2 brand new special features, which are just awesome. It's so awesome they're doing all these, brand new special features. All the existing features are going to be here. It's just, they're really putting a lot of work into these guys. And we got Aliens on 4K as well. Been a long time since I've seen Aliens, probably 10 to 15 years since I've seen Aliens. Aliens, I'll be honest, I like Aliens. I do. I've always liked Aliens, but Alien, the first one, is the one that when I'm in a xenomorph mood, I just want to revisit Alien. Like, I just love the first one. I love the claustrophobic nature of it. I love that it's more like horror sci-fi than just action sci-fi. So I'm definitely an Alien guy. I love that movie and I revisit that often. Aliens I never have, but I do enjoy the movie and I am excited to revisit it. That comes out on 4K from Disney, March the 12th, HDR, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos as well, and you're going to have plenty of archival features. I guess they didn't feel the need to do new features with this one. I don't know why. I imagine that Blu-ray is pretty old, but this did have a Blu-ray release, unlike True Lies and The Abyss, which it's the first time those are put out on Blu-ray and 4K. They're coming straight from DVD. So since Aliens had a Blu-ray, I guess they have more updated features, so they're just running with those and not doing anything new. I don't know exactly why, but this does have 2 cuts of Aliens on it, so that's definitely important to note. Again, that comes out on March the 12th. So those are the big James Cameron movies that's coming out on March the 12th. Which of those 3, let me know in the comment section below, of those 3 are you the most excited about? Again, let me know in the comment section below. We also have Avatar getting a 4K special collector's edition. So I just kind of glossed over this when I did the video last week. I didn't know exactly what this was because I was just focused on the other titles. But apparently this has a ton of new special features. It's got 3 versions of the film that the 4K that came out back in June did not. So there's tons of like new stuff on here that was not included in the 4K, which I kind of am not a fan of because I just picked up the 4K. Now you're going to put out this super special edition with a bunch of new stuff. I mean, I understand like maybe it wasn't ready, but why not wait then? Why did you rush the 4K out in June just to coincide with Way of the Water or The Way of Water? Sorry guys. I know people get upset when I get that title wrong. Just to coincide with that release, like I just don't understand why they didn't wait and then put it out when they had everything in December instead of making us double dip, because I would have just waited if I knew this was coming. So I kind of think, I don't know, I'm kind of a little upset about that because I am going to want to get this because it has a lot more stuff, but I don't want to double dip on the 4K that I just bought back in June. But yeah, Avatar 4K Special Collector's Edition coming out from Disney December the 19th, 3 versions of the film, a bunch of brand new features. Like there's tons of new stuff, guys, with this, and 10 hours of past features as well. This is a 4-disc set. You're also getting a Best Buy 4K Steelbook of Avatar as well. But this is a 3-disc set, which leads me to believe that this is the same as the edition that came out in June. So I think the Steelbook that's coming out in December, if you want all the extra material and the 3 versions of the film, I don't think that's in this Steelbook. I think that that's the same version that came out back in June. If you want all the special features and you want the 3 versions of the film, I think you have to get that special collector's edition, which is available to pre-order on Amazon. These are not exclusive to any store. They're on Amazon right now, available to pre-order. We also have a special collector's edition of Avatar: The Way of Water coming out as well, which again, we all just bought, and now you're doing a special collector's edition months later with a bunch of new special features and materials. This coming out from Disney on December the 19th. So when I was looking at this though, it looked like there was like 9 or 10 brand new features and making of. So these are both the ultimate editions. Like I would just honestly look, I would just go ahead and sell your avatars that you just bought on 4K, sell them off and get these, because these are the definitive versions with tons of features and maybe the last time you see big time physical media releases of both of these movies. So if you want them, go ahead and get them. But yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys. The controversy with the avatars coming out in June, now they're releasing them again. Bunch of new features. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, it's cool they're doing a bunch of new stuff, but it's just kind of weird they would do that to us, you know? Screw you, Disney. I'm just joking. I like Disney now. But let's go ahead and jump into these deals, guys. We got a lot of great deals going on right now. We got a Groove Black Friday sale going on currently. Get on there and check that out. They got Steelbooks, they got 4Ks, they got 3 for $16 on Blu-rays. Just tons of stuff going on Groove. Just get on groove.com. I'll link it down below. We got Best Buy sales, tons of great sales at Best Buy right now. Go in stores, shop online, tons of great 4Ks for $9.99. But now let's go into the actual like Amazon sales that are going on. Amazon price matches a lot of stuff at Best Buy. So if you get on Amazon, you'll find similar prices that you can find at Best Buy. So I will have all of these linked down below. If you're interested in any of these titles, use those links. They're Amazon affiliate links. If you use them, you will be supporting the channel and I would definitely appreciate it. Columbia Classics 4K Volume 3 is currently down to $66.33. So that's a very good price for that set. Pretty much $10 or $11 per 4K in that set for that price. We got 1923 on Blu-ray for $9.99. We got Interstellar on 4K, Christopher Nolan title, for $7.99. We got Transformers Rise of the Beast on 4K for $9.99. We got Dungeons and Dragons on Blu-ray for $9.99. We got The Mist on 4K for $11.99. We got Top Gun Maverick on 4K for $9.99. They got a lot of stuff to get into, guys. Barbie on Blu-ray is $9.99. We got John Wick Chapter 4 on 4K for $14.99. We got Training Day on 4K for $9.99. We got the Hitchcock 4K Volume 3 set for $54.99. We got Fast X on 4K for $9.99. We got The Flash on 4K for $14.99. We got Reservoir Dogs on 4K for $9.33. We got Pulp Fiction on 4K for $10.99. We got Highlander on 4K for $9.99. We got Prey on 4K for $21.99. Hold on, guys. Let me stop and take a drink of water real quick. Woo! We got Patriot Games on 4K for $7.99. We got Evil Dead Rise on 4K for $9.99. We got Nightmare Before Christmas on 4K for $15.99. We got Cinderella on 4K for $15.99. We got Across the Spider-Verse on 4K for $16.99. We got Casablanca on 4K for $9.99. We got Cool Hand Luke on 4K for $9.99. We got Knives Out on 4K for $7.99. And we got 8 Mile. Don't lose yourself, guys, on 4K for $9.99. Again, I will link all of these down below in the description. There's plenty of other sales. I just can't cover everything, guys. I will try to link everything that I possibly can down below in the description. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. There's a lot of really exciting stuff coming out this week for sure. The week of November the 21st, 2023, guys, is a banger. It's an absolute banger. We have Oppenheimer coming out on physical media, guys, which Christopher Nolan actually came out. I'm probably going to do a video on this, honestly, because I just think it's the coolest thing ever. Christopher Nolan came out and supported physical media. It said, buy the Blu-ray so some evil streaming service doesn't rip it away from you. He supported physical media. He told everybody to buy the Blu-ray, buy the 4K, said he worked his ass off on it. So I definitely encourage everybody that's watching this right now, if you saw Oppenheimer or you're even, just remotely curious in the film, don't stream it. Buy it physically. Buy it on 4K. Buy it on Blu-ray. Support Nolan because Nolan supports physical media, and I think that's really cool. So I think that we should all support Christopher Nolan, his release of Oppenheimer. Even if you weren't the biggest fan of it, just support him, because I think that if we send the message that, look, the directors that support physical media, we're going to support them, maybe more directors will come out in support of physical media. I just think we all need to come together and just support physical media and support those who support physical media in this community. Support each other. So the 4K is $29.96, so not a bad price for a new 4K. The Blu-ray is $24.96. The 4K Best Buy Steelbook, which as of right now is sold out. I'm hoping this comes back in stock tomorrow because I really want to get the Steelbook, for $37.99. And the 4K Walmart Icon Edition is $34.96. Really cool cover on that. But this also has 3 hours of new bonus features, so it's more than worth it to pick this one up on 4K or Blu-ray or one of these special editions for sure. So definitely support Oppenheimer on physical media. We have The Fugitive coming out on 4K, guys, from Warner Brothers on 4K for $25.99, and the 4K Best Buy Steelbook for $33.99 as well. Very excited to get this one in. Expect a review from me on this channel. If I review anything this week, it will be The Fugitive on 4K. I'm so excited to watch this movie on 4K for the first time. But yeah, that's coming out 4K and 4K Best Buy Steelbook. We have Mean Streets coming out on 4K this week from Criterion, getting a 4K for $24.96 or $99, and a Blu-ray for $19.99. Now, keep in mind, these prices are the Criterion sale Barnes & Noble prices. Amazon's also price matching. So after this month, Mean Streets is going to jump up to $35, and the Blu-ray of Mean Streets is going to jump up to $28. So if you want to get Mean Streets at the best price, at least until the next Criterion sale, you got to pick it up this week. So yeah, that's on sale for $24.99, but I'm a little conflicted on this. I don't know if I want to pick it up because that second sight's on the horizon. I'm getting that for sure. I don't know if I need this if I know I'm getting the second sight. So I'm still kind of iffy. I really want to watch the movie on 4K, so I'll probably get it, but I'm still, there's a chance I may not get it. But Mean Streets on 4K, definitely excited to see it. At some point, we got Saw X coming out this week from Lionsgate, getting a 4K for $24.96 and a Blu-ray for $21.99. Still very confused why they didn't do a Best Buy exclusive steelbook for this, a Lionsgate steelbook with a nice slipcover. I just don't get it. I don't know why they didn't do it. It's very, very strange to me. Spiral got one, Jigsaw got one, Saw got one. They always do great Saw steelbooks. I just don't get why this one didn't get a steelbook. It's very weird to me, especially considering The Expendables 4 is coming out this week as well from Lionsgate, getting a 4K for $24.96, a Blu-ray for $19.96, a 4K Best Buy Steelbook that does match the other three that came out, which is very cool, for $32.99, a Amazon 4K edition for $42.99, and a Walmart 1 through 4 Steelbook for $70. So Expendables 4 is getting 2 Steelbooks, but Saw X doesn't get 1. I don't understand that at all. But if you're an Expendables fan, I'm sure you're excited about that. We got Love Actually coming out on 4K, another Christmas title coming out on 4K from Universal for $27.98. We got Police Academy 1 through 7 movie collection coming out from Shout Factory for $62.99. We got Stalag 17 coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $26.98. Also getting a Blu-ray for $17.98. We got The Expanse, the complete series on Blu-ray from Universal for $79.98. Also, individual seasons are available as well, but the prices were not showing on those, but it did show them on the Blu-ray.com calendar coming out separately, but all 6 seasons will be together for $79.98. We also have Les Cérémonies coming out on Blu-ray from Criterion for $19.99. We got The Criminal Acts of Todd Slaughter 8-movie collection coming out from Indicator for $59.99. We got Resident Evil 6 movie steelbook set coming out from Sony. Big, nice steelbook set that I'm not getting because I'm not a fan of these movies. Coming out for $169.99. Doctor Who's also getting a box set, 20 seasons from the BBC on Blu-ray for $165.99. We also have Farscape complete series coming out from Shout Factory for $149.99. We got Kino Lorber releasing 3 new titles this week on Blu-ray: Babes in Toyland for $17.99, Gator with Burt Reynolds for $17.99, and White Lightning with also Burt Reynolds for $17.99 as well. We got 3 new releases from the Janus Films Criterion collaboration, all coming out this week for $14.99. We got Godland, Tori and Lokita, and The 8 Mountains, all coming out this week for $14.99. We got The Scarlet Letter coming out from Film Masters for $17.99. We got Train to Busan 4K 2-movie pack coming out from Wellgo for $49.99. We got The Unknown Country coming out from Music Box Films with the same actress that is in The Killers of the Flower Moon, Lily Gladstone, I think is her name, so that's definitely very cool. That's coming out for $23.98. We also have Mr. Oregon coming out from Draft House Films for $27.99. We got The Jester coming out from Epic Pictures for $14.99. We got Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen coming out from MGM for $19.95 on Blu-ray, and Bikini Beach coming out from MGM for $19.95 as well. And with that, guys, we are done with today's edition of the Physical Media Report. A lot of information to go through, and I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below of everything that we talked about. What are you the most excited about? Also, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.